So far, we have done some basic definitions for statistics, and we talked about how to organize data in tables and then how to graph. But now let's actually start some calculations. So we'll start with two of the easiest things to find, the mode and the median. First, we'll look at the mode, which is probably the easiest thing to calculate. The mode is simply the data point that occurs most often. And a data set can have one mode. It could have more than one mode, 2 or 3 or even more. And it's possible that it has no mode. And this is typically used when we want to know what the most typical case is. And one of the best things about the mode is that it can be used for both nominal data or categorical data, as well as numerical data. So let's look at a few examples and see if we can find the mode. Here I have a list of numbers, and I want to try to find the mode. Like I said, the mode is the number that occurs the most often. We can see a 7, a 7, and a 7, so we have 3 7s, and nothing else occurs that often. So in this case, the mode would be 7. Here's another data set that we want to try to find the mode in. We can see that the number 3 occurs twice, and the number 6 occurs twice, and then everything else occurs once. So this one actually has 2 modes called bimodal. So it is possible to have multiple modes. For our last example, we have this data set, and we want to try to find the number that occurs the most often. But if we look through this, we can see that no number occurs more than once. So there actually is no mode. So this is the kind of case where it is possible that no mode exists, which can be quite troublesome when we're trying to calculate central tendency, that it could be possible that this number doesn't even exist, so it may not be the most ideal method of calculating things. Next, we'll look at the median. The median is the midpoint of the data when it's ordered from smallest to largest. So our first step is going to be to actually order the data values, and then we'll try to find the middle value. And this is very helpful when we want to know if something falls into our lower half or upper half. While the mode is helpful when we want to know what the most typical case is, this one's helpful to look at the lower half and the upper half. So let's do some examples. Here we have our data set, and the first step is to order them. So we have 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. So now they're ordered smallest to largest. And we can look at this number 5 and notice that there's 3 numbers below 5 and 3 numbers above 5. Therefore, my median is going to be 5. Let's do one more example. Once again, let's order these. We have 1, 2, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. This time you'll notice it's a little bit different because my line needs to go right here to split this up evenly. 4 above and 4 below. In this case, whenever we have an even number of data values and there's technically no middle value, we're going to find the midpoint between these. What's halfway between 4 and 5? Well, in this case, our median is going to be 4.5, the number halfway between 4 and 5.